Hello, one and all. I've decided to break away from being a G1 fanboy for 5 minutes and talk to you about Transformers Armada Smokescreen. Now, there will be some spoiler alerts if you haven't seen the whole series halfway through. I think you know what I'm talking about. So, he's partnered with his minicon Liftor. That's Liftor. Sounds like something from the GoBots. If you can guess what he is, you're smarter than me. So there's his little partner. They look kind of weird, but they all do, I guess. There's no room to put his arms down, I guess. But yeah, that is Liftor. Say it with that accent, Liftor. So in the pictures of the toy itself, he depicts as having the sky boom shield. I don't think that ever happened in the series. You can see one of the main problems here is his hands. Obviously in the cartoon it's a different story, they can change things around, but you can't really put weapons in his hands, and they're short and stubby, kind of like Brawn from G1. But at least, you know, that bit can connect. You can attach any Autobot or Decepticon to it. I normally just keep it there. So get right down to it. Transform me into some kind of weird construction vehicle. You see the similarities here with the legs with Armada Hotshot. With the legs there, at least. If we can fit this in. The giant hook has some things to do as well. We'll get to that shortly. You're going to notice the face doesn't really have anywhere to go. We'll just get to that. Boom. Yeah, it's a good colour scheme. You wouldn't really think blue and orange, or hot orange as I call it, will go together. Not really sure what this bit does, but there you go. And you can see it's top heavy at least. Maybe I haven't got that bit in right. There we go. Yeah, I have actually. Just doesn't want to connect. So yeah, you can see his face will just rotate and just be out the way. But yeah, that is the long and short of it. No pun intended. Saying that, actually, this can extend. If I can see, this bit doesn't want to. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So that will extend. And it's got a missile there. Now, transform back, refute, and I'm going to be very careful with this because I don't want to lose the missile. So transforming back to where it was, whatever this thing is. So this is I mean, most minicons have Transformers Armada figures have spring-loaded weapons. I mean, that's not going to fly off because there is a button there for that. So there we go. Blue missile, spring-loaded. So that is pretty much that. The only problem, so you can't put it back without doing that. So the only problem with this figure, when I finally undo it, I mean, not only is he short and stubby, but I get to it, but hold on to that word. So you can extend, like I said, you can extend that, but it becomes very, very top heavy. There's no bits at the back to support it, but you can, I mean, you can pose it well enough, but sort of be careful with it. So going to be some spoiler alerts in a minute. So yeah, that is the big missile launcher, and you can see how far away Smokescreen is. In the cartoon, he was discovered in the subway, almost killing his human friends. Whoopsie doodle. Yeah, very short and stubby. So I'm going to get to the spoiler alert. So halfway through the series, you're forewarned now. He battles Megatron, and from I remember, he took on the Requiem blaster full on, and he didn't make it. So he died. Okay. Spoiler alert. But like all good robots, he came back and became Hoist, which is more of a fitting name than Smokescreen, because you look at that, you think, well, there's nothing smoke or screen about that. Held on to his little buddy lift door, as I say. Just get rid of the dust that seems to plague my figures. Yeah, this is a better vehicle for him, but it's got this bit, I mean, limited hands, well, only one hand at least. This is very easy to do, actually. Famous last words, of course. Yeah, so we're getting it done. Yeah, the colour scheme in the cartoon is actually different from this. I believe it is a mixture of blue and red. See, all these clips are very specific. And it is very dusty. Sorry about that. I apologise in advance. And yeah, you can fit lift door there. I'm going to keep saying lift door. And the digger hands. And as you can see, this digger bit, you will push in. There you go. Take that, Decepticons. So that is the long and short of it. Not much to say on this one particularly. It's still, I mean, the orange is a bit of a callback to his original Smokescreen character. I know Armada will sometimes use G1 names just to try and hook in us old fans. And they've even used the name Leader 1 for one of the minicons. Some names they just give them, just do not connect to who they are, basically. I think they're just using names for the hell of it. I mean, Smokescreen, you can't really, I mean, he should have been Hook, or something like that, or Hoist, or Grapple even. Grapple could have been a better one. But like I said, after Generation 1, Armada is probably one of my favourite series. I think I have most of the figures. I know I've got all three of the Seekers, Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp. But Starscream's my favourite of that lot. His character arc is pretty impressive in that. But I shall leave you with this. Covered in dust. Just looking over at Scavenger and Galvatron. I was glad to get Galvatron. They all have Power Links versions. I guess you could call that one a Power Links version 2. But as it stands right here, you are looking at Transformers Armada Smokescreen, and he dies. Ow. And he becomes the more aptly named Hoist. Very different from G1 counterpart, but there's no evidence to suggest G1 Hoist and Armada Hoist are actually the same character, because they're not, obviously. But I shall leave you with this and enjoy looking at it. And that is me over and out. And the usual, like everyone says, like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll be right back. Thank you for watching.